Good, happy Wednesday morning, March 13, 2019. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, New Hampshire Town Meeting Day 2019 results. A dozen towns yesterday voted in Town Meeting Day yesterday, and we have some results from some of those towns. If you want to see that complete list, you can just click on the link. We will share a link with you on the Riley King Network Facebook page. Judge considers bail for man accused of fatal Manchester shooting. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Gene Mackin.
Do you need a new roof but think you can't afford it? Our average customer pays $7,500 for a total roof replacement, and we have finance plans with payment options under $150 per month. Call today. Century Roofing, we've got you covered.
Surveillance video played on the wall of the courtroom the moments a fight inside Club Manch Vegas spilled outside.
Is that the Jeep coming right there that we can see in the video?
34-year-old Tanya Hall was in the passenger seat of that Jeep just before midnight on March 2nd, Jeremy Winslow driving, when police say Justin Mora fired a gun.
Based on that damage, we estimated that the shot came to the rear passenger window.
Striking and killing Tanya Hall, Mora turned himself in 2 days later.
And told him that he was the shooter and that he was the one who shot the woman over the weekend. Did Mr. Mora have anything on his person? Yes, Mr. Moore actually had the gun in which he used, which he kept in a felt pouch, and he had on his person unloaded. Did he say anything about the gun? He informed us that that was the weapon that was used.
The defense says Mora is seen on the video chasing the Jeep into the parking lot. Mora's attorney says it also shows the Jeep strike him. He says Mora was afraid for his life, pulled out a gun, and that it discharged accidentally.
Right before that Jeep went forward, that Mr. Winslow had yelled something out the window at him, right?
Yes, sir.
What did he say Mr. Winslow yelled?
Mr. Moore told me that he heard Miss Winslow yelling, I'll kill you.
Justin Mora's family calls it a terrible accident.
I think people will see through exactly what happened and that it was a horrible, horrible accident.
The judge is now considering if Justin Mora should be released on bail on his second-degree murder charge. Live in Manchester tonight, Gene Mackin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Hinsdale man accused of possession of child sex abuse images arrested in West Virginia. Officials were concerned for the safety of 5-year-old boy who may have been traveling with Gary Cunard Road. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Tom Griffith.
Do you need a new roof but think you can't afford it? Our average customer pays $7,500 for a total roof replacement, and we have finance plans with payment options under $150 per month. Call today. Century Roofing, we've got you covered.
A multi-state manhunt is over tonight for a Hinsdale man accused of possessing images of child sexual abuse. Police say officers captured 46-year-old Gary Cunard in Charleston, West Virginia this evening. The search was especially urgent because authorities believe that Cunard may have been traveling with a 5-year-old boy, and they were concerned about that child's safety. Cunard faces 5 counts of possessing child sexual abuse images.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Texas man arrested in San Bornton on fraud charges out of home state. Jeffrey Wright due in court Wednesday. A Texas man was arrested on charges out of his home state when stopped by New Hampshire State Police on Tuesday. Trooper Kevin Raymond was conducting a commercial motor vehicle inspection in San Bernardino when he stopped a 2017 Kenneth Roth towing a 2017 utility reefer trailer along Interstate 93 southbound at the San Bernardino Rest area. The driver was identified as Jeffrey Wright, 44, of Denison, Texas. Raymond learned that Wright was wanted in Texas for 2 felony counts of fraud, illegally use of credit cards, and that the arrest warrants were extrably. Wright was arrested and transported to the Merrimack County House of Corrections. He was held without bail pending an arraignment in Belknap County Superior Court for today for a fugitive from justice charge. The tractor trailer was removed from the scene by a towing company. Bosquen Fire Chief steps down after 56 years of service. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Kristen Carosa.
This is your invitation to be our guest. This is the invitation to Lexus sales event.
Lease the 2019 NX300 all-wheel drive for $359 a month for 36 months, now through March 31st.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
After 56 years of service, Bosquen Fire Chief Ray Fisher received a standing ovation at his last town meeting as the head of the department, a moment he calls bittersweet.
Over half my life that I've been doing this, and I'm finally realizing that it's pretty much over.
Ray, who's now 80 years old, started volunteering on the fire department when he was 22 in 1963 after getting out of the Air Force.
I knew I liked it, but I had no idea that I would be that long.
He says there are many things he loved about being a firefighter, but one thing stands out.
The interaction with the people and the people that I had in the fire department.
One of those people is his son, Mike Fisher.
We're going to miss him. We're going to miss him very much. I've been on the department for 31 years, and we've seen a lot together. He's taught me a lot.
Mike says one of those things is dedication.
He has been asked by surrounding towns to be on their department because they want that volunteerism. And he is 100% volunteer.
And even though Ray is leaving the department, Mike says he'll be around, ready to help.
He's going to be around town and definitely going to be leaned on for experience.
In Bosquen, Kristen Carosa, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Sirens to sound Wednesday at Seabrook Nuclear Power Plant. Alarm will sound as part of exercise training. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
GMI Asphalt is currently accepting job applications to join our team. We have an aggressive pay scale, health insurance benefits. Both men and women are urged to contact the office of GMI Asphalt or visit us on the web at gmiasphalt.com.
If you hear a siren coming from the Seabrook Station nuclear power plant tomorrow morning, don't be alarmed. Officials say a siren will sound once between 7 and 10 a.m. as part of its annual training exercise. They say no action is needed from the public.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. AG investigating into Salem Police Department now includes ex-chief. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Tim Callery.
Do you need a new roof but think you can't afford it? Our average customer pays $7,500 for a total roof replacement, and we have finance plans with payment options under $150 per month. Call today. Century Roofing, we've got you covered.
This is the letter that was sent to Salem Town administrators by Senior Assistant Attorney General Jeffrey Ward, notifying them their former police chief, Paul Donovan, was under criminal investigation. Donovan is currently running to get a seat on the Board of Selectmen. Donovan resigned from his position as chief at the end of last year after an independent audit found a pattern of mismanaging internal investigations, ignoring citizen complaints, and violating department policies on complaints and personnel issues. The Attorney General's office began looking into the matter shortly after the release of that report, but officials say they cannot get into further details as it is an ongoing investigation. The town's deputy chief, along with the police sergeant and captain, are also under criminal investigation. Captain Joel Dolan and the department's civilian administrator are now running day-to-day operations. And now, as for Donovan, he told News 9 today he knows nothing about the investigation. He says the AG's office hasn't contacted him, and he'll have to reach out to it to find out just what exactly it wants. Live in the newsroom, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Asia trades mostly lower aimed fresh uncertainties over Vertex. Asia-Pacific markets were mostly lower on Wednesday aimed fresh global uncertainties after UK lawmakers again rejected the terms of the deal for Vertex to withdraw from the European Union. Man who allegedly took exams for cheating students was just a really smart guy. The spotlight is on the actresses and wealthy parents who are facing charges over an alleged college entrance exam cheating scandal. But there's a key player whose background has not been widely discussed. Mark Riddle, the man accused of actually taking the students' test for them. And that did it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye.